Have you ever wondered why people use Delaware companies all over the world? Have you ever wanted to know why people talk about Delaware entities like they are so special and different from those of other states? Have you ever wondered if these benefits mean you should be using a Delaware company yourself? If so, you're in the right place. Stay tuned for the answers to these questions and many more. Hi, I'm William Dolan, and this is Esquire Advice, where we explain complicated and lucrative real estate and business topics. Remember, we are not forming a lawyer-client relationship by way of this channel. Always consult your local attorney before taking any action. With that said, grab a pencil and a piece of paper and get ready to learn. Welcome to our episode on why Delaware companies are so popular. But before we get started, please kindly hit those like and subscribe buttons so we can keep bringing you valuable and profitable content. The reason Delaware entities are so popular because they are so strong in a variety of key areas, such as certainty, flexibility, protections, administration, tax, and privacy. Now, does that mean that Delaware companies would rank number one in each of these categories? No, certainly not. But an overall analysis puts Delaware companies resoundingly ahead of any other state. First, let's discuss the number one reason Delaware entities are preferred. That is certainty. Certainty comes from the statutes, case law, that is court decisions, and the ability to get in front of a court where justices are experienced dealing with business issues. The Delaware corporate, LLC, and other entity statutes are far longer and detailed than most other states and are updated each year to modernize them. There have even been situations where a Delaware court ruled in a way that was different than what practitioners thought and the way they had been doing deals, so the applicable statute was amended the next year to override the court's ruling and restore the law to the way the transactional lawyers were doing the deals. There's also a mountain of case law that helps define the contours of what can be done and how to do it. Delaware also has its Chancery Court, which is comprised of a bunch of former corporate lawyers who are now justices that only work on corporate, LLC, and other entity cases. The second category is flexibility. Delaware LLCs, limited partnerships, and statutory trust are virtually infinitely flexible in what you can do with them. For instance, you can modulate the fiduciary duties and divide up ownership interests in creative ways using both traditional and series versions of these entities. The third category is protections. It's very difficult to pierce the veil of a Delaware entity because you must have a fraud showing coupled with violations in some of the other factors like commingling assets and liabilities, violating corporate formalities, and undercapitalization. A creditor's rights with respect to a Delaware LLC are also exclusively limited to a charging order, which many lenders do not want to exercise anymore after a tax ruling concluded that a creditor that obtains a charging order is responsible to pay the income tax on profits even if the company does not distribute the profits. The fourth category is administration. Delaware companies are quick and easy to set up and terminate with the state of Delaware. They are also easy to obtain UCC searches for. Some states take weeks or months to form the company, to terminate it, and/or to provide UCC lien searches for them. Some states also have publication requirements for one or more entities, which costs money and takes additional time. Delaware does not have any publication requirements. You can set the company up in a day, terminate it in a day, obtain a certificate of good standing in a matter of minutes, and obtain a UCC lien search in a matter of minutes too. The fifth category is tax. If your company is not operating in the state of Delaware, it will not be required to file a Delaware income tax return or be required to pay Delaware income tax. The state of Delaware does charge a franchise tax on its entities. As of the time of the recording of this video, the franchise tax for an LLC is a flat $300 a year. For corporations, the calculations are a little more complicated because the number of authorized shares and/or the value of the assets of the corporation can affect the amount of the franchise tax. The sixth category is privacy. With Delaware LLCs, limited partnerships, and statutory trusts, the beneficial owners and managers of these entities are not public information. In fact, they are not provided to the state of Delaware at all. With corporations, some information related to the management and/or ownership is provided to the state of Delaware. Many other states require that the name and address of the members and/or managers of the LLC be provided and even made public. Now, in February of 2021, Congress passed the Corporate Transparency Act to require beneficial ownership disclosure. However, this law will apply equally to entities formed in all states in the United States. Check out our episode on that topic for more information. I hope you've enjoyed this episode on why Delaware companies are so popular. Please kindly hit those like and subscribe buttons so we can keep bringing you valuable and profitable content. With that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.